What's good? Today is October 1st, 2025, and I really just want to document some progress and also current problems that I'm dealing with, that we're dealing with as a business. Exciting week ahead as well, because me and my wife are traveling to Austin for the first time, and just take time away to spend quality time, because that's what I value. It's what keeps me sane, and I'd rather spend my best lives and my best times, the majority of my life, with the love of my life. So there's that. I was reflecting back, looking at the data and dashboards, and we are crossing over 135K so for the month. So we've been consistently able to produce the six-figure months, and it's really crazy just because we came from the 5K a month, losing money every month, and being able to stick with something long enough and having enough belief and faith is just on a whole another level, just in my personal opinion. With being able to cross that, we also realize there's a problem that's major as well, which is we're losing approximately 155K over the span of a couple months, and that's not good. So we figured out what the leak is in that area, so we're able to dial in and make some small adjustments in different areas of our business, like our billing team and also with admin and scheduling and stuff like that. So we should see shifts and major leaps and changes in that, so that leak doesn't grow with our growth. Because no matter how big we grow, no matter how much money we make, if we don't fix, the little things that seem boring, minuscule, and like it seems like they don't have a big effect, they do. Just because you're making more, the leak's going to grow with it, and that's what we want to avoid. So working on that, and yeah, just excited for what's in store. I am shattering and breaking my limiting beliefs I didn't even think I had. So it's a blessing. Today is Wednesday, packed day. I leave tomorrow morning with my wife, and I just had to get all this stuff done. Like, I have a mentorship call, because I'm all about growth myself. So I joined a mentorship to help me grow as far as the consulting atmosphere in space. And then right after that, I have a consulting call, interview for the practice, and another consulting call. And I scheduled a haircut. I was going to get one yesterday, but I had to get my teeth shaved down just due to the injury I experienced. Thankfully, I can keep my teeth for now. So there's that. But I'm going to take y'all with me on this crazy week and, just trying something new. I'm all about, systems, business, numbers, but I want to give you a new perspective and be as transparent as I can to show you what it actually looks like to build a seven-figure business, and on my way to build a seven-figure consulting business simultaneously. So let's do this. Why do so many entrepreneurs lose the person they started building with? I've thought about that question more than I like to admit. You start with a dream, a plan, a partner, and somewhere along the way, the pressure to provide starts pulling you away from the person and the people you are providing for. My wife and I made a promise a long time ago. We build, but we wouldn't forget why. And for us, that meant slowing down sometimes, making space to live and not just build. This trip to Austin wasn't just a vacation. It was a pause, a moment to remember who we are together, before life tries to convince us to become strangers chasing the same goal. We've talked about moving here for years. Funny enough, I was born in a small Texas town most people have never heard of, Brownfield. and her grandma is from a neighboring town called Leveland. Maybe some roots actually run deeper than we realize. So we came here to see if Austin still felt like a dream and to give her something she deserved: rest. The food, the pace, the culture, all of it was beautiful. But what stuck with me most was the space. The space to remember why I'm even doing all of this in the first place. I joined a mentorship recently that shook me up, made me realize how small I was thinking, how some of the ceilings I thought I broke were actually walls I didn't even notice. But here's a part no one talks about. When you start expanding your vision, it doesn't just change your business, it changes how you see everything. Your pace, your priorities, your people. I realized in Austin that everything I'm building, the businesses, the brands, the income, it's all a byproduct. The real thing I'm building is a life. With her. With our boys. With peace and faith and purpose stitched into every layer of it. And that life doesn't start when I make it. It starts when I choose it. So maybe Austin's not just a someday move, maybe it's the next chapter. Maybe home is less about where you go and more about who you're becoming. Together. All I know is I'm not building this alone, and I'm never losing the reason I started or sacrificing those I'm doing it for.